what can you say to people that are good at encouraging others but feel like they don't have that drive to move themselves? So what words do you think could help them whenever they are in that state?
All right. So, well, actually, at times you have shoulders to lean on. At times you have to lean on your own shoulder. Well, one of the things you should think of is, at the long run, what really matters. Whether somebody encourages you, whether you encourage somebody, the aim of everything is you have a particular goal. And if you fail to reach the goal, you will not complain and say there was nobody to encourage you. Or you will not complain and say this or say that. So, I think they're very much simple, right? If you are somebody that encourages people, it's very, very important, right? And to be honest, encouraging people at times may actually still be a great form of encouragement, even to you too.
Yeah.
It can make you to, not even see what's right in front of you. So at times you can even pick joy in seeing others smile, others that you made smile. So it's also very, very much, so whenever it depends on what the thing is, maybe you're thinking of, okay, am I good enough? Nah, I'm not good enough. Oh, yeah. People don't like me and all that. And I remember, I really encouraged this person the other day, right? And then, this happened, that happened. So at times, you also need that. What you need to know is that at times, some of these waves that you feel a bit of depression coming to you and all that, the devil actually has a hand in that at times. At times, maybe the architect of your downfall, but at times, the devil has a hand in it. So it's not left for you now to know how you guard your own heart, right? So one thing you should do, one secret you should do is, when you are looking for somebody to encourage you and you're not getting it, and you want to encourage yourself, what you need to do is you need to have a self-reflection, right? Get a book, write down 10 or 20 things, or lie down, think of good things that you have done. If you are not good in this particular subject, think of moments that you were good there. When you think of them, you will now realize that the things that are more closer to you, right? Than you realize. Think of the good things or write down good things. When you write down more good things on yourself, it has a way of actually increasing your own self-confidence. You get it? And another thing again, it depends on what you need encouragement on. Another thing that you could also do is, when you're feeling depressed and all that, try to achieve something that moment. If you can find something, just try to do something. Maybe it means if you wanted to post something, if you wanted to talk to this person, if you wanted to do something, that's why it's also important for you to have a to-do list. Let's say you have a to-do list of every day, right? It's very much important because at times when you're feeling down, you open your to-do list and then you see the things that you've achieved. It may actually give you a sense of, I'm still up on it.
Okay.
Again, though, maybe you go and find this elsewhere. But you get my point.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much for that response. Moving on, what role do you think mentorship or a community has played in your self-development?
Okay, mentorship and a community, both, not all. They are very, very much important in your journey of self-development. As a matter of fact, you don't have a mentor, you are not into self-development, you don't have a community, you don't have a mentor, and you come to me and I observe that you're not even interested in one, I don't even think I'll waste my time talking to you, like maybe advising you or letting you be close to me, because you may just end up corrupting me. And the role of a mentor is very, very important and cannot be overemphasized, because when you are moving your development journey, right, we have hurdles on the way, we are having hurdles. So when a mentor reaches a particular place in his own career, he saw a ditch and then he fell into the ditch and then he learned not to fall into that particular ditch. Now the mentor is coming to mentor you. When you are moving in that similar path, when you reach that similar ditch, it's going to tell you to jump because there is a ditch around that particular place. So you see, that's very, very important. Not having a mentor is going to deprive you of that particular privilege, because you're going to have privileged access. So it means what took your mentor 10 years should probably take you lesser. You get, because it's guiding you. You have mentors on different routes. So mentorship is very, 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 very important.
Yeah.
It's very important. You get, in any field you are doing, right? Mentorship is very, very important. God has made it to be that there are many people that have gone before you. So you don't have mentorship, I don't think you are going to grow. You may grow, but then you may grow in a very, very slow state and you may grow with errors, right? And with the way the world is moving, going at that rate, I don't know where you'll be at all. But you see, mentorship, and the mentorship also matters. Not everybody can be a mentor. You get
Yeah.
positive mentorship, negative mentorship. You get it could actually surprise you to know that some of the things that happen in this world, right, it's just because somebody was like told something else, right? There are a lot of negative things that happen that if only that particular person was told something else, the person would have probably learned something else.
Yeah.
You get some of these things, some of these terrorists that we see and all, some of the actions that they do is probably based on an orientation. Now you see somebody following a particular course, that is not just, and the person believes in it because somebody mentored him on that particular field. Now just imagine that the person was guided properly and the person saying that particular entity is doing good. Imagine how the world would be. The world would be a better place.
Yeah.
So it's very much important what we take in. What we take in and who advises us is also very, very important. Community also plays a very, very important role. So we have mentors in community. In fact, in communities, that's where you can also find more mentors and you can find more helping hands, basically. So communities help us to grow. Communities will actually give you shoulders to lie on also. But also be very, very much careful because a community is just like a hospital, whereby, there are people there also that are sick. So some are even sick. So don't go and
Be careful what you do.
go and lie under a thorn or shoulder instead of a pillow or shoulder.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for that response. We honestly cannot overemphasize the importance of mentorship and a community in our self-development because, like you said, you need someone that has gone ahead of you that will just hold your hand and walk you through the path that he has gone through before without making the same mistakes. It makes you succeed faster. Yes, like you said. Maybe not faster, but it just makes you avoid certain mistakes that has already been made. So you find out that you're making new mistakes that you can teach. You can teach the next generation. Yeah, thank you very much for that. This question, a very quick response to this question. If your business disappeared, like poof. What values do you think would uphold you in that space, and what skills do you think you've acquired so far that would help you to pick up from where you stopped?
All right, thanks for that question. Okay, the response is this. First of all, I'm glad you just said the business, not what I know, but the business. Okay, well, we're not praying for that to happen, though.
No, it's
not
happening.
It won't happen in Jesus' name. Yeah. Jim Rohn said something, right? His mentor. Yeah, I guess he was speaking of his mentor also. Asked him to write out some things like reasons why he wants to be successful and all. Anyway, the summary of it is that he had his own reasons why he wanted to succeed and wanted to make lots of things and all that. And then the reasons were there, they were genuine and all. But then at the end of everything, making the money or building a particular company, the money there is not even the main thing that is the reason. Trust me, this is I want to say, many people don't understand it. Even me too, I'm still on the journey of understanding it more and more, but many people don't understand this particular thing. So the most important thing in you building a business or in you making the millions and all is who and what you become in that process. So who you become is very, very much important. Who you become cannot be taken away from you. You get? So you're asking me that question. Let me just ask you a question now. Keep Elon Musk here. Keep Elon Musk one side, back to level 0. Keep another person back to level 0. Who do you think will rise faster again? Yeah, you have the answer. Don't answer. I know you know the answer. Why? Because he has built himself over time. Right?
Yeah.
So Elon has actually had the particular. So it's also similar to. So you're asking me which skill? See, basically every right thing I've learned is going to play a part, right? Yeah. And then it starts from the beginning again, or the beginning again of, I told you that in business, we either use necessity or opportunity.
Yeah.
So therefore, know whether I'm moving into an opportunity or a necessity. You get to, when I know that, from there gradually, basically as entrepreneurs, we pick. As a matter of fact, I believe there are many things that I'm seeing. I don't like, you can actually do this. But I have to focus on some things too. So opportunities are actually out there. It's not going to be easy though, and then we'll still need the help of God too. But I believe that basically, if everything is to go poof, I will not know the particular skills that I would use yet. But then you see, that's why it's important for you to have a skill bank. I have lots of skills actually, lots of skills. I'm not bragging.
Yeah, you
So,
do.
so that's why it's important for you to have lots of skills. You don't know the one that will come in handy, but depending on the opportunity or where you find yourself, that's when you now know what you now go and bring at. But you see, when you don't have any skills and the only thing you know that particular thing, when it proves, so I don't know what you will do. I think to help also with that answer, I would advise people read this book, Who Moved My Cheese. It's a very, very small book. You can read it in maybe 45 minutes or so. It's a very, very small book. Trust me.
Very interesting book.
This answer is there.
Thank you so much for that response. Honestly, thank you. I think we needed that, or I needed that. Yeah. Thank you so much. It has really been interesting having you here with us. I honestly enjoyed every bit of this conversation, and I bet our listeners did as well. So our last question, it's a ritual. I would like you to rate yourself on your journey though. Like, rate your journey on a scale of 0 to 100. Where do you think you are now and why?
Okay, where do I think I am? Let me say 0.5.
Okay.
I'm just being nice. I don't want to say 0, so that's
so nice. Interesting.
Okay, so why, ba? Okay. First of all, first things first. Actually, don't be too quick to set a cap on where you are seeing yourself. Yeah, at times we set a cap so soon, right? You set a cap so soon, like because at the beginning you feel like 10 million naira is everything in your life. So yeah, I want my net worth to be 10 naira. Sorry, I said 10 naira, back to sender. I want my net worth to be 10 million naira. You get, even that 10 million naira to back to sender, but it's an instance. So so you set that, and then you see you have built a system whereby it will get you to that level. But you see, that level is not, you set the cap too early. You get, and then it makes you to throw the towel too early. So first of all, that one is there too, number one. And number two, personally, although you should not set a cap, but still have a place you're looking at or a future you're looking at. So for me, I'm looking at both net worth and influence boards and all, I'm just starting.
Still far.
So we're still far. But I believe the answer will change probably maybe in future podcasts.
Most definitely, I believe so too. I've known Justice for 3 years. Yeah, I think 3 years, and I would say you've grown, like really grown to a large extent. And I would just like to openly appreciate you for all your efforts. Like, Justice threatens me every single time, but for my good though, he makes me read books. I said yes, he got me 2 books on my birthday. He has really played a very important role in my self-development, I must say, which is why I made sure that he was the one that would speak on this topic. Justice also has his own YouTube channel. You can check him out, Justice Gagara, where he posts videos on self-development, books, business, and things around that. So you can subscribe to his YouTube channel. I would also attach the link in the description. So it's been really interesting having this conversation with you, and I look forward to seeing Kyubatech rise and grow and seeing you achieve all that you have written down to achieve. I'm sure you will, by God's grace. You will. So thank you once again for joining us in a future podcast. Thank you. Thank you so much for those of you who stayed till the end of this podcast. If you've not subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button. Also like and drop a comment. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time on From 0 to 100.